into you, you certainly feel it. I think it could
watch Johnny's bite.
You know, I've watched you. Sometimes our people disagree with you, but I mean, I understand some of your approach. I mean, sometimes we take a hard bite. It helps us as politicians.
Nowadays, when I listen to you, I even panic.
Why?
Hey,
Why do you panic?
The way you, Papa, you know Papa.
Figuratively, he bites as hard as he can.
Okay.
And of course, when he puts his fangs into you, you certainly feel it. I think it could
watch Johnny's bite.
Bismillahir Rahman Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? And yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup runneth over, and surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. And I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen. Assalamu alaikum. It's Tuesday, the 27th of May, 2025. Welcome to Johnny's Bite. Let me say thank you to two of my designers. So now Fashions gave me the dapela on my head. Lovely one. You can call him on 0246 590162. That's 0246 590162. Get something special sold for you. Also, my kaftan, or if you like, my political suit, as was called back in the day, and even by some older folks these days, was sold by Grandpa Clothing in Dansoman, in Kigali, and many other places. They are on social media, not too hard to find. Kindly find them. Let me also say thank you to all our affiliates across the country, affiliates in the Volta region, the Northern region, Upper West, Upper East, the Western region, Central region, Shanti region, Eastern region, Oti region, all across the country, Sunyani, everywhere. We appreciate you and we don't take your support for granted at all. Let me also take time to give big shout outs to those who redact part of our content and spread it out there. Those who spend time to come and stream our content, and those who spend time to, spread it around the world and sprinkle it so everybody can get a taste of it. We don't take you for granted at all. Thank you very much indeed. Johnny's Bite Baku. Listeners, the viewers, be brave. And the hashtag remains Johnny's Bite. Now, this morning, I have a salad of issues to talk about. And yesterday I was in a meeting where people were suggesting that this cleanup and decongestion that is happening in the Greater Accra region, Michael Kpakpalote leading it from the front of the AMA, and then Alfred Gazy leading it from the front of the Kokma, is going to be a 9-day wonder. And I said to myself, and I told myself that if they allow this to become the reality, where this clean agenda becomes a 9-day wonder, then I would perhaps think very low of the both of them. And I'm sure that I will not be alone in trying to think along those lines. So this is to encourage them, one, and this is to ensure that the powers that be that usually make those calls because of political reasons would get away from that, because those same powers, if they ever get tempted to call, should remember that when they travel out of this country, the places that they go to enjoy and to holiday and to rest, those beautiful cities were not built by people from outside. They were built by people from inside. And I don't think that there will ever be any time when there will be crisis in the US or UK or any other place and they'll say they are running to come to Ghana. I don't think so. People will relocate. People may relocate after they have lived their life, they have made their money. They want to come here, start a farm and just relax and not do anything. That's a different matter altogether. In our situation, when our situation gets bad, right? You think that life is not treating you well, the economy is hitting you left, right, center. That's where we want to acquire visa and run away and go and live in Obroni Krom. We want to go and live there because Obroni has taken time to build. They have taken time to consider leisure and pleasure in the whole structure. They have taken time to consider greenery into the whole structure. They are taking time to consider discipline into the whole structure. They are taking time to ensure that their schools don't look like pigsty and hen coops. They are taking time to ensure that their people are comfortable. And their people also know that they have to contribute their quota. So all the emotional buzz that are happening, it's okay for people to be in a state of denial and have those emotional buzz about decongesting Accra, cleaning Kumasi, cleaning Takrade, cleaning Tamale, cleaning Ho, and cleaning Kumasi and all those places. It's okay for people to have those things. But at the end of the day, it is for our own good. That's one. Point number two, I shuddered to think one day when I drove through Mokola and I said, touch wood, if one big truck fails its brake, looking at the crowd that I had seen, it would have been a disaster. Knowing the country that we live in and how unprepared we are for any kind of disaster, it would have been a disaster that we would never have recovered from. That you imagine the crowd of people selling on the street and the pavement, and a truck, fully loaded truck, right? Double axle, loses its brake or fails its brake and runs down into the crowd. I don't want you to be imagining things. But that was how we had positioned ourselves and how we were endangering our lives in the name of trying to make ends meet or put food into our mouths. It only tells us that as a society we failed. Look, the Kaneshi Market complex was built in the 70s, the late 70s, the Kaneshi Market complex, built in the late 70s. May Jerry Rollins rest in peace. Since we built the Kaneshi Market in the late 70s, what else have we added within that space? What else have we added? Now the market is full. The market has overflown. The market is now on the lorry park. What else have we added? The market had departments. It had a cold area. It had this, that. I used to go to the Kaneshi Market because my grandmother used to have stalls in there. Today, what has become? There are people who have stalls in there who keep their stalls who use their stalls at storage places, and they move their wares to come and sell on the park, on the pavement. So maybe sometime some audit has to be done. Those who have stores, go back into your store so that there can be more space. But the whole point is that we like to concentrate everything in the city center. Once upon a time, we went to sack onion sellers from Agbubulushi. We took them to, is it Ajenkutuku? And we gave them a bare ground and we say, sell onions. It didn't make sense. You are moving people to another location and you want them to stay there. You want them to stay there and you take them onto a bare ground, bare floor, open floor, and you leave them there. I'm told there's a market at Adenta which has been abandoned. It's now become a brothel and then a den of thieves. So we have the spaces, but we are not managing the spaces and we are making excuses just to misbehave. And then when people come to enforce the bylaws and the rules, we inject politics into it, we inject emotions into it. It just doesn't make sense for all of us. The food that you buy to eat from Kaneshi, from Agbubloshi, from Mala Mata Market, and all those other markets, do you know the huge rodents that walk over them before you go and buy them to come and eat? If you are a typical Kaneshi boy, and those times when they didn't used to close the market gates, when you were walking through the market around 9 p.m., 8 p.m., you will see the rats going up and down. I'm not trying to ruin your breakfast. Sorry about that. But that is the reality. So from tomatoes to onions to okra to everything else, you had the rats playing over it before they reach your table. Now listen to the market women telling us why they moved back onto the street. Listen to them.
Following the long-awaited decongestion exercise by the Accra Metropolitan Assembly, there is relatively free flow of both vehicular and human traffic. However, these traders you see on the pavement are not permitted to go beyond the red line marked by the Assembly. Traders who sell beyond the line could face fines of up to 2. A dialect, what she's saying is that some human face has been put to this.
It is ya pamoya ayana hayen anu mu giant so ya hwagya amane broso me kura de fofo na mete awo bi pa ya wa ya baby amete no a baby amete na report ni simi nche o ne ma yankwa ne ma wo fofo.
She sells fruits here, and she's this is more like a plea from her that the line that has been drawn, which is somewhere here, should be extended a bit forward to contain a lot of the numbers. The Accra Metropolitan
and they buy into it, and I'm very grateful to them. Because if they decide not to listen to me, like we will not get here. I'm going to work with them. I'm going to be with them, and I'm for the people. I told them I wanted to be the people's mayor. I know by the end of this exercise, the market women will be happy, Ghanaians will be happy, drivers will be happy, everybody will be happy. Because this exercise is not a 9-day wonder, as I said. It's going to take less than a month, but after that we're going to review it, see where the challenges are, then we'll pick it up from there.
The Accra.
In fact, so that's the mayor of Accra. The market I was talking about, not at Denta, it's around the Medina Enclave. See plenty containers there in the night, it's the sisters of the night stand there and all of that. If I were the mayor of Accra, as Edem says, I have talked to you. You are not listening. I will talk to you. I will talk to you, as Edem says, because you have been talked to or spoken to. You are not listening. So you have to be talked to. There's a difference. Those who know. Now, yesterday I spoke about the Electoral Commission and the fact that they had not paid their people. No, there's a letter from March 2025 that was circulated on their platforms. And I had that, but I decided not to go about it. This is the 7th of March. All temporary staff, Electoral Commission Accra, dear temporary staff of the EC, payment of allowances. I bring you greetings from the Electoral Commission and trust that this letter finds you well. On behalf of the Electoral Commission, I write to thank you for your professional service to the Commission and the nation in the just ended general elections. With the exception of a few officers, the majority of you performed creditably. Your role contributed to the peaceful, credible, glorious, transparent, and timely election that we witnessed as a country, minus Ablekuma North. Ayeko, may God remember you, your good works, and bless you all. The purpose of this letter is to update you on payment of allowances due you. We sincerely apologize for the delay in paying your election-related allowances. We feel your burden. We assure you that we are working around the clock to secure funds from the Ministry of Finance. We will endeavor to make prompt payment to you as soon as funds are released by the ministry. We thank you for your patience and understanding. Yours faithfully, Jean Mensah, Chairperson. This was in March. The elections were held in December. So already at the time, the part of December had gone, January had come, February had come, March had come. By this time, March, it had been 3 months after the elections. The 7th of March had been 3 solid months after the elections. And even at that time, the 7th month, we had not been able to put 1 + 1 together to say it is 2 in certain constituencies. But that's beside the point. Now take me to yesterday. Yesterday, I stood here and spoke about the Electoral Commission. I spoke about this money again. Then the Electoral Commission has written from the Deputy Chairman, Corporate Services, to all returning officers, all temporary staff, 2024 general elections. Carbon copy to the chairman or the chairperson, also carbon copy to the Deputy Chairman, Operations, Regional Directors, District Electoral Officers, dated the 26th of May, 2025. Subject, delays in the payment of allowances I bring you greetings from the head office of the Electoral Commission and trust this memo finds you well. The Commission wishes to bring to the attention of all temporary officials engaged in the 2024 general elections that payments have not been made because the Commission is yet to receive the funds from the Ministry of Finance. The Ministry has, however, assured the Commission that funds will be released soon to enable the Commission to settle your payments. We apologize again for the delay and take opportunity to express our gratitude to you for your commitment and professionalism, which contributed to the successful outcome of the 2024 general elections. Thank you for your understanding and cooperation, and it's there. So there's another promise again. I ask myself, did the Special Budget Committee fail to provide the Electoral Commission with all the approvals? And by this, these two memoranda, is the Electoral Commission suggesting to all of us that the Finance Ministry is sitting on their money? And by this also, is the Electoral Commission suggesting to us that they had not received the full package of their monies before the elections? And even after the elections, before the special budget, had run out and then also the new budget was read, are we suggesting that monies were not received? Because the electoral budget is actually supposed to be a budget line in the last and expired budget. Ally? The electoral budget is supposed to be a line in the last budget. The last budget that was read. Not this new budget that we are running. So the Electoral Commission may have to come to us again and tell us, is it the Finance Ministry that is failing them? Did they fail to go and collect the money? Because you see, the money itself is small. What you are giving to the people is woefully inadequate. They love their country. That's why they came out to serve. Now, if they have come to serve, and for 6 months you are holding on to their money, it is not fair. January, February, March, April, May, add the rest of December to it. And you're entering 6 months already. So what is going on really? Beyond the English that has been written, what is going on? And I get tired when people don't walk to your offices, but they walk up to me to ask me to talk about it. It gets frustrating. Every day I get people calling to our station. Every day I get people meet me somewhere, even in church. People are asking questions, and I am tired. I am tired. The officials at the Electoral Commission, have they not received their salaries? Have the officials at the Electoral Commission not received their salaries? Did they not receive their December salaries? Did they not receive their January salaries, February salaries, March, April, May, June, July? Did they not receive all those salaries back in the day? And up until now, they are waiting to collect, if they haven't collected their May salaries already. So what's going on? Pay the people and let them stop disturbing me. Pay the people and let them stop disturbing me. Me too, I'm somebody's son. Take me to the office of the special prosecutor. Now, this is a chart that I found yesterday, a case facts file. And yesterday when I saw it, that press conference that Mr. Kise Jabin, special prosecutor, held, where he called himself Ankwanuma the Lonely Bird, it hit me so hard. Where he even said that it will get to a point where somebody will get away with murder because they can find a certain law. It hit me so hard yesterday. And I was asking myself, what really is happening? So the Republic versus Alexander Safo Kantanka, the case fact file, charge is 26 counts of corruption in respect of a public election contrary to Section 2561 and 2 of the Criminal Offences Act 1960, Act 29, as amended by Section 9 of the Criminal Offences Act, Act 2020, Act 1034. You say the special prosecutor has not prosecuted anything, they are just talk. I want to run you by this. This is from the Special Prosecutor's Office, and it is the facts as pertained. September 2021, Mr. Safo Kantanka allegedly bribes 26 Jabim Municipal Assembly members to secure nomination as Municipal Chief Executive. 2. 2nd November 2021, the OSP commences investigation into the case. Right? Before the OSP commenced investigation into the case, Mr. Safo Kantanka had appeared before the police. So what did he tell the police? Did he admit that it was bribing or bribery? I'm asking questions. Did he admit at the time to the police in his first statement to the police that it was bribery? Okay. Now, when he met the OSP, when they commenced investigations, what did he say to the OSP? Was it any different from what he had already told the police? The documents are there. We can all read them. If you want me to bring them, we can bring them and come and read them. Now, 24th May 2024, the OSP charges Mr. Safo Kantanka on 26 counts of corruption. Then 29th of June 2022, Mr. Safo Kantanka pleads not guilty to 26 counts. On the 20th of October 2022, trial commences at the Kumasi High Court. On the 13th of July 2023, OSP closes its case. On the 6th of November 2023, accused files submission of no case. Right? So this was in November. Now come to number 8. November 29, 2023, OSP files written response to the submission of no case by the accused. This was in November, when the issues had ended and the court was to make a pronouncement or a judgment. Right? November, December, January, February, March, April. Court dismisses the submission of no case on the 9th of April 2024. Number 10, Mr. Safo Kantanka files an appeal at the Court of Appeal and concurrently files for a stay of proceedings at the Kumasi High Court, but both fail. Then on the 28th of November 2024, the date set for judgment, however, case was adjourned after the presiding judge was transferred. Listen, on the 28th of November 2024, the date set for the judgment, that was the date that was set for the judgment. The case was adjourned because the presiding judge was transferred. Who by? Who transferred the judge? Why was the judge transferred? On the very day that the judge was supposed to come and give judgment on such an important matter that was going to influence how our politicians conducted themselves on political platforms and during the political season, whether bribery was allowed or, as it's called in the law, treating, whether it was allowed or disallowed, and whether it was going to be a deterrent or it was going to be an enabler to other people who wanted to bribe delegates, so to speak, allegedly, so that they could take a decision in their favor or not. On the day that the judge was supposed to deliver the judgment, in November, 28 November 2024, the judge was transferred. The presiding judge was transferred. Why, we don't know. Who did the transfers, I can't tell you. I'm sure you know. But this was in November. So December came, we chopped Christmas. January came, we chopped New Year. February came, we chopped Valentine. March came, we chopped Independence Day. May came, April came, we chopped Easter. And then May has come, we chopped AU Day. Right? And then after we chopped AU Day, acquitted and discharged on the 26th of May 2025. Reason is that the video evidence does not show that he gave money to influence assembly members. The whole case traveled a duration of 2 years, 11 months. But the striking thing is that on the day that the judge was supposed to put the document out, on the day that the judge was supposed to give judgment, the presiding judge was transferred. Now, I am told that the judge in question came back to give the ruling. But the question is, why was he transferred on that particular day in November 2024, 28 November? Now, let us all watch the video. What happened? Why OSP went all out for this one, why Ghana police was interested? Let's watch the video.
Who said it for some time? I'm a bit cabin. I'm a bit cabin. I'm just having someone here. Okay. I'm a bit just come on. I'm going to say, Mr. President, I mean, what is coming up in some here? That's the old guy. Oh, this old minister. Oh, this coming some here. What's coming some here? I said, put himself with the we are. What's coming some here? What the town is? What does that mean? We don't hear one airport. Foolish man like you. We don't hear one airport. Stand I don't remember example. Confirmation center, I want to prove what is the one banner. Good drive on the time. What will punish you? Also, Bolani to go to the Bible was kind of a passada. And a criminal, one who has a fine. One man can find. Some pennies.
Sunrise on 3FM, the best in the morning.
So the question I asked, this is the video. The video of Mr. Safo Kantanka that brought about all of this. Was it bribery? The court says no. The video doesn't show that. So it gives me a certain thing to think about, but I won't say what I'm thinking. I'm sure you are also thinking, right? And asking yourself a few questions. The question I want to ask is, will the OSP appeal this? Because you see, depending on which side you are, of the coin you are, or the divide you are, and depending on how you look at these things, why was the man demanding for the money? And what was the money for? So there's going to be an election tomorrow. And then I am a candidate. And then I see Kuzo Tiani on the corridor. And Kuzo says, oh, I have headache. I say, oh, take 300 Ghana cedis. And then I see 627. And he says, oh, even me, my carburetor broke down yesterday. I say, oh, 6 come, you, the way you are my party, you take 500. And then I see Fosti says, oh, I've not eaten honorable. I say, oh, take 300. And then the elections happen tomorrow. And then I lose. And I see Kunzo, I said, yesterday your head was aching you. I gave you 500. Give me back my 500. I didn't win the elections. What signal does that send to you? I'm not saying anything. I'm just asking you questions for you to also think as a fellow Ghanaian. So maybe the OSP, I'm asking, will they appeal this? Will they not? Will it lie? And what does it mean for the future? I'm just leaving it here. That's all. Now, final thing before we go, quickly. Show me the train station from outside. I went to the UK, Slade Green, right? One of the train stations. See how the train station is. Babatunde in the UK. This is Slade Green, right? It's a train station. One of the platforms. It's a train station. Now, show me our version of what Slade Green or Erith or any of those other, train stations will look like. Just show me. Just show me what. This is a train station. Look at ours. This is our version. Yenye, living legends. Charlie, we are so special. This is Aveno in Accra. This is the train station. Goat Day one side, Pure Water Day the other side. Charlie be a whole vibe. We are so special. No, Charlie 6. Let's see again. Let's see the before and after. What we ordered versus what we got. This is what we ordered, right? When they built it, this is what we ordered. Now let's see what we got. Yeah, understand, Charlie. This one there's a multitude of Charlie. No, Charlie. They are on platform 1 and platform 2. The sheep they are on platform 1 and platform 2. You understand, Charlie? No. Clap for Ghana. We are living legends. Clap for Ghana. I'll see you tomorrow, I'll see you. But keep the sheep in mind. Those of you who have been going there to buy sheep to prepare soup and things, yeah, big up to yourself, man. Charlie, we love you all. Yeah, good morning to the mayor of Accra. This one is in Aveno. We'll see you tomorrow. Please call me 055-924-2717 and 055